Today I'll be reviewing part 2 of nieR Automata version 1.1a. Most people don't care about the series anymore because of the delays. However, I watched part 1. Might as well watch part 2. Part 2 takes place after the events of the final episode of part 1. Everyone within nieR is still fighting against the machine life forms. Part 2 starts off with a lot of shock value early on, and it certainly was shocking. If you haven't played the game before, you certainly didn't expect to see that. You're left in complete disbelief, and you wonder what direction the series will go in next. But that is part of the problem with shock value. It makes for a memorable moment. But can the show continue on if a certain character isn't there? For me, the answer is no. Once that character is off screen, I just lost interest in the series. A character being gone works if the show is about to end anyway. But if you get rid of a character early on, you either have to have exciting new characters to replace him, or the current characters have to step up. The current characters certainly were not enough in part 2. 9S will become one of the most annoying characters you'll ever see in part 2. Every time he's on screen, you just want him to shut up already. A2 gets a lot more screen time in the series now, and she was alright as a character. It was more about character development for her, and getting past her traumatic past. It's not like I didn't like her, but she wasn't as good as a certain character that is now gone. It was difficult for me to really care about the plot for part 2, because when the whole appeal is based mainly on one character, and that character is gone, it's difficult to really care. This series tries to be complex and have meaningful conversations at the end. It was somewhat entertaining. The opening and ending song for part 2 were pretty good. The music for part 2 sounded nice. The art style for part 2 was the same as it was in part 1. And the animation looked really good. I did enjoy watching part 2 as much as part 1. I don't care what anyone says. 9S was truly unbearable to watch. He was just so annoying. Not even A2's redemption story could make part 2 interesting overall. I give part 2 a 6 out of 10. Everything was going well until that shocking moment.